After being hit on the face, chapter manager turned and rotated to neutralize the attack. Yet he still couldn't understand how his own creation, the poison he had placed on Peach Blossom Leaf, had failed. So many cultivators had died in hatred because of it. Why did it suddenly stop working? Peach Blossom Leaf didn't answer. After confirming that the parrot was indeed Little Miss Shang, she raised her vigilance. The entire village knew about a talking bird flying around recklessly. If the Shang family sent anyone to look for it, they would find the parrot immediately. How could there be any trouble afterward? The actions of the Shang family were against reason. Something was definitely amiss. Furthermore, Little Miss Shang's aloof attitude seemed not like that of a host, but rather a warning, urging them to leave as quickly as possible. A lazy voice came from behind, answering for Peach Blossom Leaf. Essential course on 1,800 common poisons and their solutions in the Taoist sect. Do you want to see it? In the Taoist sect, his pride in poisons was just a joke. No matter how good he was at concocting them, could they match those from the Dan Ding Peak? Chapter manager turned sharply, only to find Lu Yang holding an ancient sword and leaning against the doorframe, smiling at him. Chapter manager realized that Peach Blossom Leaf wasn't his prey, he was. He asked in a deep voice, "How did you discover me?" He didn't think he had given away any clues. Everyone from the Shang family was under his control. No one would betray their secret. When Shang Yuan and Lu Yang were talking inside the room, he feared that his outwardly projected divine sense might be detected, so he switched to eavesdropping, which revealed that they were Taoist sect disciples. But at that time, Shang Yuan hadn't disclosed his identity. Shang Yuan had excellent hearing. Even writing or drawing couldn't escape his notice. Lu Yang said with a smile, "Do you know what the parrot said in the village?" "What did it say?" It asked, "Who are you? Where is Zhang Guanjia?" At first, we thought the parrot was looking for Zhang Guanjia. Later, I realized that it was just repeating something. Back then, I wondered how a person who doesn't travel could know such a phrase. Could it be that the parrot didn't say, "Who are you? Where is Zhang Guanjia?" but rather, "Who are you? Where is chapter manager?" Lu Yang imagined a scene. 20 days ago, Little Miss Shang had accidentally discovered that chapter manager's identity had been swapped. She cried out in alarm, "Who are you? Where is chapter manager?" The parrot was startled and flew away when the birdcage fell over. That was the last thing it heard, which it repeated at the tailor's shop to Huang Xiangzhang. Perhaps the parrot's pronunciation wasn't clear, or perhaps Huang Xiangzhang immediately thought of Zhang Guanjia. In any case, the parrot's phrase became, "Who are you? Where is Zhang Guanjia?" Chapter manager was furious, realizing that it had been a bird's repetition that thwarted his plans. If only he had killed it earlier. Not for the first time in his career, chapter manager faced two opponents. He laughed loudly. "As an advanced cultivator, if I wanted to escape, could you stop me?" Peach Blossom Leaf was anxious. If chapter manager escaped, they would have to report to their seniors and hope that they could track him down. This made Peach Blossom Leaf feel embarrassed. She had completed 2 missions but now faced a third unexpected complication. Lu Yang remained calm as ever, making chapter manager uneasy. "Have you never thought that we can poison you just as you poisoned us?" Chapter manager relaxed, saying disdainfully, "I thought it was something else. What use is poisoning to me?" As he spoke, his skin loosened and peeled like a snake shedding its skin. The skin separated from the flesh, revealing a complete human form standing in the center of the room, staring at Peach Blossom Leaf with hollow eyes. The naked body fell to the ground. Skinless ghost. Peach Blossom Leaf's expression turned serious. She understood why chapter manager had said that poisons were useless. Poisons always targeted the body, specifically the organs, muscles, and meridians. Chapter manager was a skinless ghost. Who would poison his skin? Moreover, how could there be a poison specifically targeting the skin? At least he hadn't heard of such a thing. Lu Yang had. Just as chapter manager was about to boast about his body, he panicked when tiny blisters appeared on his feet, peeling layer by layer. The sores were swollen and itchy. Scratching them caused them to break. Just rubbing the ground with his feet produced yellow pus. "What's this?" Chapter manager's voice trembled with fear. He had never encountered such a situation before. When did he get poisoned? It's athlete's foot. What? Chapter manager thought he must have misunderstood. I wasn't chatting. I was waiting for you to break out. I knew you would come to Peach Blossom Leaf, so I left poison that causes athlete's foot in this room. Chapter manager paled. Peach Blossom Leaf's face darkened. Lu Yang grinned menacingly as he approached chapter manager, causing the latter to retreat frantically and fall onto the ground. How did you know I was a skinless ghost? If not for knowing his true identity beforehand, how could he have targeted me so precisely? The most crucial point was that no one knew of any skinless ghost suffering from athlete's foot. Now his feet were itching uncontrollably, almost driving him mad. He even considered cutting them off to focus on resisting the poison, making escape impossible. Suddenly, chapter manager saw Lu Yang vanish into thin air. How is this possible? Chapter manager's eyes bulged in shock. A mere foundation establishment cultivator couldn't hide from his gaze. It was an illusion, chapter manager realized and tried to roll away. But it was too late. A cold light flashed as fast as lightning. From chapter manager's forehead to his groin, Lu Yang's sword sliced through him, leaving clean cuts. Good work. Lu Yang gave Peach Blossom Leaf a thumbs up. Earlier, Peach Blossom Leaf had used the illusory umbrella to put chapter manager in an illusionary state. The illusion wasn't perfect. He could still discern the moment of distraction. Lu Yang needed that moment. He drew his sword, slashed vertically, and sheathed it in one swift motion. Skinless ghosts were known for their eerie abilities but poor defense. Facing a sword cultivator who caught him off guard without any resistance, there was no doubt about the outcome. The skinless ghost's eerie nature vanished when Lu Yang recognized its true form. He had no advantage left. The skinless ghost stared at Lu Yang in disbelief, his mouth opening and closing as if asking, "How did you recognize my true form?" Peach Blossom Leaf looked at Lu Yang. She wanted to know the answer too. Lu Yang didn't speak but slashed again, cutting the skinless ghost into 4 pieces. He doused them with spirit wine and set fire to it. The ghostly figure writhed in agony before burning to ashes. Who knew if this thing had any tricks left? Better kill first and explain later.